Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we created levels and grids, which forms the foundation of our project. Now, in this video, we will start actual modeling by creating walls in Revit. To create walls, let's go to Architecture tab and go to Walls. You will see different types of walls available here. For now, as we are building a architecture project, we will choose wall architecture. And now if we go to properties, you will see there are many wall types are available. These wall types shows different types of built-ups. Let's suppose we take the first option, and if we go to edit type, and if we edit its structure, it tells that this wall is made up of all these materials and all these thicknesses. From the exterior side to interior side, the wall is built of 22 mm thickness of finishing, 100 mm of masonry, 50 mm of air barrier, 30 mm of fiberglass insulation, and then there is 100 mm of concrete masonry, and then on interior side it has a plaster. For our scope, we don't need this much of a wall structure, so let us choose a simple wall type where it just have a wall thickness. So we will choose this wall thickness, but let us check what structure it has. So it just have a common brick of 215 mm. Let us make a duplicate of this wall. If you select this wall and go to edit type, you can simply duplicate the wall, and now you are free to write your wall type name. So let us say wall 230 mm thick. And now go to its structure and change the thickness to 230 mm. If your wall is made up of brick wall of 200 thickness and then you have 15 mm plaster on either side, that you can adjust here. We will do that later. Let us just make this wall for now. Let's hit OK. And now you have a wall of 230 mm thickness. This is just the name, but the thickness stays inside the wall type. To create the wall, first of all, you need to go and check these properties. So a wall starts from a base constraint, which is here level 0. And if your wall is starting little below or above the base level, then you can put the value of the height if your wall is starting little above or below the level. Similarly, your wall's top constraint, which is currently unconnected, but what we want is our wall to go up to level 1. Now our constraints are defined, so let us go to the screen where we are on level 0, and now you can use any of the sketch methods to draw the wall. For now, we are just choosing the line method. We will start our wall from the grid intersection and we will go towards grid A. So let us do our second click. Now the wall is drawn in plan and you can see it is showing two lines, which indicates that it don't have any other components. Now switch to 3D, and in 3D you can see that we have a wall, and if we look from one of the elevation view using the cube, let's click on right. You can see your wall is between level 0 and level 1. However, our levels are little far from where we are actually working. So let us pick our levels and select the 3D extent and just adjust the level. And let us do the same for other levels. Now you can see your wall is clearly drawn between level 0 and level 1. Now go back to level 0 plan. And now we can see that these lines are appearing too thick. You can switch between thick and thin lines from here, or you can use shortcut TL. Now let us go back and edit our wall to show some plaster thickness. So we'll go to the wall, we hit edit type, we go to edit its structure, and from here let's insert one thickness. We have inserted one thickness. This is currently 0. Let us insert one more. So we have two thicknesses, and what we want is we'll keep the brickwork in middle and we will have the finishes outside. So let's select the brick wall and shift up. Now your brick wall is in the middle and you have two finishes on either side. Generally, we keep these finishes outside the core boundary. So let's shift it down and similarly shift the top layer upward and define its function as finish 1 and define its function as finish 2. Now choose thickness 15 thickness on either side and let's reduce the wall to 200. And you can choose the materials as required. We will come to the material later. Let's hit OK. And now you can see that your brick pattern and brick is inside this and you have 15 of plaster on either side. You can see this as 15 on either side, and your wall thickness is 200 and the complete built up is 230 So let us create a complete sketch here. So to create wall, either you can go back to wall in architecture tab, or you can use shortcut WA and you can create walls. Walls are one of the most important element in any building. In Revit, walls are intelligent element, which means they have properties like thickness, height, and materials, which we just saw here. And once you have few of your walls modeled, you can go to modify panel and you can copy, move, rotate, align, and do a lot of modifying stuff to your walls. So let us pick one of the walls and select copy and let us make a room. Hit escape, pick this wall, either go to copy or hit CO and just copy this room. So now we have a closed box which we can say as room 1. Let us create few more geometry. So select your wall, go to copy and just create simply a room. Now, if you want to trim this wall, you can pick the trim or extend command from here. Select the center or face of the wall and just click on the part you want to retain. So here is your wall just trimmed based on this line's reference. Now you can use trim to fillet your corners. So select one wall and the second and it will trim your corner. Now if you want to remove this portion of wall, either you can select this or drag it and leave at the wall center. Now you have some of your wall elements generated. Now let us create a dining area and a kitchen. So to create wall, either you can go back to wall, check your constraints base and top, and let's draw a wall here, and let us call this as a dining or drawing hall. We will keep this area for staircase. Let us create a toilet, and then we need kitchen. So let us copy this wall, place here, use tr to trim the wall, and let's copy this wall, use tr to trim this wall, and let us create a small kitchen area here, use trim. Now let us close our room. So now we have a building layout. To indicate what every room is, let's go to annotate, and from here you can choose text. So we pick text. Let's start naming the rooms. So this will call as bedroom, bedroom, and this we can say dining or drawing. Let's call it kitchen, and this as bath. We have generated this bath which can be used from this room, but we also need an bathroom which is common for all. So let us extend this wall and let's call it common bath. Now we are keeping this as a staircase. Just to make it look beautiful, let us extend the landing of our staircase outside the building. So let us trim this wall using the split command. Now you can pick and drag these walls at the ends. Now we are ready with our plan. So now let us start copying our grids. If I copy this grid, it will going to automatically be named as B when I copy this instance. Let us copy all the grids. Now you can see our grids are overlapping. You can go to this scale and you can change your scale as desired. Let me change it to a defined scale 1 is to 50. Let us go in 3D to see how our model appears. So using shift and middle mouse button, you can orbit through your model and you can see your walls are appearing as you have drawn in 3D. As we have not given any of the material to our walls, the pattern appears so boring. Pick one wall Go to edit type and go to edit, and from here let us change the material. We can choose one of a plaster material. Let us try to find one plaster material. So we have one plaster material. We'll select this and hit OK. And we can copy this material and paste directly to the finish too and hit OK. And you'll see your plaster material is applied to the walls. It's always good to keep your walls aligned with grids. This helps in maintaining accuracy. We have created grids on the center line of each walls. If we pick one of the wall, you can play with its base offset. Let's suppose if this wall is starting say 500 below this level, then you can put minus 500 as a base offset, and you will see this wall is starting from 500 below the level. Similarly, if you want this wall to start 500 above the level, you will give a 500 positive value. Similarly, you can adjust the top level as well. Now we have created the basic walls in our project. In the next video, we will going to add doors and windows to our layout.